All right, so we are taking a drive through one of my favorite neighborhoods here in Irvine. We are going to go through Columbus Grove, and what I want to share is just a little bit about the community itself. So I'll give you some facts. There are 10 different neighborhoods or communities within this master plan community, so I'm not going to go through all 10 of those in these. What I'll do is I'll provide you with little short videos of each community as it goes on, and of course you can go onto my website giselevega.com. I'll include it down below, and if you go into the neighborhood section, look up Columbus Grove, you can actually pull up the floor plans for all of these. But what I want to do is drive through and give you a feel. Today is garbage day, so we'll see some bins out and about. So let's get started here. Columbus Grove is a really interesting project, and what fascinated me about this is that it's a rare project where two cities came together to create one community. There is both Tustin and Irvine that was involved in this development. The community consists of 10 smaller communities to make up the whole master plan community, as I mentioned before. And there are 6 of them in Tustin and 4 of them here in Irvine. So I am going through the Irvine bit right now, and you can see that the style of homes, they will vary anywhere from Victorian to craftsman. You have more of the traditional condo style homes, then you have townhomes and detached homes. They range in square footage anywhere from about 1,400 or so square feet to closer to 4,500 square feet, and anywhere from 2 bedrooms to 5. So you can see here that there's a huge range of them. And like I said, they were built in the 2010 time period, and it was a collaboration between William Lyon and Lennar. Now, I could be wrong about this, so I'll need to double check this, and I'll probably just post a note confirming or, rebutting it if it's incorrect. But I believe that Lennar may have actually bought William Lyon's out since then, so they may actually be the same one and same company at this point, or William Lyon maybe was bought by someone else. I'm not sure, but anyway, it was a collaboration by these 2 builders, and it was done in 2010. The other little unique piece of info for this particular community is that, oh, that's Sweet Shade Park right across the way, which I love. That's a public park that a lot of the community gets to use, but it's also just available for the public. So anyway, I digress. What I was going to say just about the collaboration between the 2 areas here is that the Tustin side, they actually still get to take advantage of the Irvine schools. And one of the biggest selling points for Irvine is the schools. They are consistently ranked in the highest in the state. People move here for the schools, they stay here for the schools, and you have UCI as well. So, I mean, you're literally talking from when you start. This is just Sweet Shade Park that I'm driving through here, and then I'll just take a little quick another turn through the neighborhood. And they just come here for the schools. So the fact that you can, even though you have a Tustin address, still get access to the Irvine schools is a really big selling component for this area. Okay, so we'll go ahead and take a quick little drive, but you can see here how the exteriors vary, the different sides. Some of them have shared alleyways, which we will go through, where you can drive in to park. So for example, if you just take a quick look, I think you can see those there. So these are more of like the townhome style homes that go here. And then the other thing that's really nice about this community, as you can see as I'm driving through, it's lined with sycamore trees. And so you have these mature trees throughout, which gives it that more, mature vibe of just having lived, having been around for a little while. So you get larger trees, and it's just a really nice feel. Okay, so let's go ahead and take another little trip down, and what I'm going to do is exit out of the Irvine side to take you over to the Tustin side. The other thing to note about these communities here, there is a community center, so there is a big HOA. This is Warren here. Warren is actually what separates the Irvine and Tustin side of Columbus Grove. So you have this here, it's a 4-lane street that separates the two. But anyway, again, I'm sorry, I'm piecing it together as I'm driving through. So much information here to go ahead and share with you guys. So along with the community center, there are 2 pools as well that you can go to and utilize. And you can reserve the community center. It's just right here. So this building that you are seeing directly in front of us right now at the stop sign, this is the community area. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a drive through here. So again, you have more of these tree-lined streets, wide roads. This is the Tustin side, and it's just so cute, isn't it? So you have, like I mentioned before, it's that you have those craftsman, Victorian style, colonial revival, modern farmhouse, or well, I shouldn't say modern, but more farmhousey types of home. Here you have Grove Park. So this is one of the 2 specific parks for Columbus Grove. And you can see here, it's just a super cute, well-maintained park. And here are just some of the homes. And you can see that these guys have the shared driveways, little alley style parking. And then there's plenty of street parking as well for guests. So a really nice neighborhood here, and absolutely one of my favorites. And there aren't, so as of the time that this recording is being made, just to give you an idea of what is going on, there actually aren't that many homes available. Now I know it's anemic everywhere, so take that, as it may, or as you want, but it is also, like, one of the things to know about this particular community is that you will see more activity from the condos. So I mentioned, around that 1,400 square footage range, and I actually believe there's one that's even smaller, it's around 1,200 square feet. So those guys do tend to see a little bit more movement, and I think, you have those people that are then moving up. The other thing, I work in this neighborhood quite a bit, and one thing that I do get is calls from existing residents that are looking to move up in the neighborhood. So they're not necessarily looking to leave the area, which I think says a lot about a neighborhood as well. So hopefully you're taking this neighborhood as I'm driving by and just talking to you. But it's just certainly, one of those appealing neighborhoods that it seems that when people get in, they want to stay for a long time. And I can't blame them, because like I said, this is one of my favorites here in Irvine, Tustin. The other thing to note is that this is located just about maybe like 5 minutes from the district, which the district is a pretty cool spot in my opinion. It's considered technically Tustin. It's a newer area, but it's restaurants, there's shopping, there's a Costco with a Costco gas, there's a Whole Foods. There is that indoor-outdoor shopping. There are concerts there. There are local stores that do like the, pop-up shop style things. And then they do community events there as well. So during the holiday season, you'll see they have Santa or the Easter Bunny. You can go and take pictures. Halloween, they do like a really big trick-or-treat, event, I guess I would call it, but they have live music and all of that stuff. They have summer concert series on Friday. So anyway, I have another video out for that that you can check out, but it's just really neat because this is so close. Now, this is also really convenient to get to the 5, so you can just take the Jamboree to hop onto the 5, or you can also, and I'm just showing you the homes here. So just kind of doing U-turns and driving around. You can also take a look, get to the 405 very quickly from here as well. And if, you know, Costco, Whole Foods, that isn't your vibe, there's a Ralph's that's just about another 5 minutes the opposite direction. And then there's like the urban plates, there's all different types of cuisines. There are gyms. So there's a gym over at the Tustin Legacy, or the district, excuse me. And then there's one over in the Culver shopping center as well, which both of those shopping centers are literally about 5 minutes away, a 5-minute drive away. And then as I come out of the community, and maybe you saw as I was coming in, that there are just so many bike lanes. There's a trail. So if you like to bike around, it's super easy in Irvine to do that. There are bike lanes everywhere. And in this area, there are a lot of trails. So if you want to get out and go walking, do that kind of stuff, just literally across Harvard, when you come out of this community, there's a trail, a path that just is direct and can take you anywhere. If you like larger parks, so if you want to get out of the community park, then you have the Brian Barker Park, that I believe that's the name. Might have to double check that and put that in the notes as well. That's just the community center park, so that's where the Irvine Community Center is. And you can go to that park as well, and it has multiple playgrounds for different age ranges, and it has a lot of events as well. So anyway, this is Columbus Grove. Hopefully this was helpful and it gave you some info. You know, as I mentioned, there isn't a whole lot that's available at this time. The average list price is around $1,016,000. And the average sold price as of this recording is $997,000. Now, sold within the last 30 days, there were 3 of them, and sold to listed ratio is up about 97%, which means most of the homes are selling above asking price at this point. So gives you a little bit to look at. And then recently listed, there's one 35 Water Lily that was listed at 1.475, and then 422 Silk Tree number 47 was at 758. So that gives you some insight. So if you're interested taking a look at any of the available homes here, or if you'd want more information, just click on the links below. Let's get in touch, and I'd be happy to talk through that with you. Take care. Bye.